Well, hello and welcome to Lauren Loves Color. This is Lauren. I am here to do a flip and review today because I'm going to actually color in this book and let you know my thoughts. This is the newest book by the Belba family and it was sent to me by them. So thank you, Belba family, for thinking of me and sending me a copy of this book. I was almost dying when I saw it because I absolutely love all things kawaii. I also love chibi, and so this was definitely right up my alley. This is the new puzzle color by number clever book series, and I was also really excited about this too because this is their beginner edition and it is 5x5mm sections. So the actual like areas where you will color in the numbers are actually quite a bit bigger than in their 3x3s, which are kind of their standard size squares. So this book is set up a little bit differently, and so that's why we're going to do a flip and review today, because a flip and first impressions isn't really going to do much for you. So let's take a look. So this is going to show you kind of, and I'll explain how to do the puzzles, but this kind of shows you what the front of the book looks like. Here is the back of the book, and if these images do not just draw you in with how cute this is, then I don't know what's going to draw you into this book. They have their standard 22 color palette, which I love, and they have kept for this book, so this is standard for them. And then it gives you 2, 4, 6 sample images, plus the one on the front is usually also one of the images. So you've got a look at 7 different images that come in this book. Now this is a pretty hefty guy. This has got to be 30 pages or more. It feels closer to 50 pages, but I don't know that there's quite 50 in here. Maybe I'll count before I come back to you. But this is a different style book. I do kind of like it. It's a little bit more mystery. Also, usually, I will tell you, their book belongs to page. Whatever's on the front is also usually something inside of the book. So this little cup with the tea bag, we will probably see that image again in one of these puzzles. Oh, it says there are 25 images. So it's the perfect book if you want to do some coloring. It's stress-free. There are 25 pictures of super sweet kawaii heroes, animals, and some objects around us. They laugh, prank, and wink at you. One of the things I also really love about the Belba family is they usually have some really cute pattern. See if I can kind of zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see. They usually have some really cute little pattern on the opposite page of where you color. So I do really like that as well. They do have a series of these. So they have a beginner level, which is no background, and then an advanced with background. So it's like, is it going to take up the whole page or going to take up some of the page? So the beginner level, they have simple beauty, human faces, and kawaii. I don't own any of them. This is my very first one that I own, and so I'm really excited to see it. They have a page to kind of test out the color palette here, and then you get into the actual book. So let me explain a little bit in how this works. The first thing is to look at the code that is on the left-hand side here. So if you look at this code is a lot of letters and numbers, and then they're associated with a particular color here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 colors that we will use for this very first one, and then it will say like peach is D13, E40, I18, J17 through 18, etc., etc. Then what you do is you come over to your actual grid of paper, and you're going to find, if it's D13, I'll find the letter D and then go down to the number 13, and I would color in that area with the corresponding color. And that's what you do, and that's going to end up basically completing your entire page. Now, I do think that they had received a little bit of feedback, and it looks like they may have made an adjustment. So one thing that people said before in some of their clever book series, these pages were kind of back to back to back to back to back, and now I'm understanding why this book feels so thick. So for example, if I wanted to color an alcohol marker here, when I would color an alcohol marker, it bleeds onto the next page, which would be the next key for the next puzzle. What they have done here is they black back the pages here so that if it leaks back onto this page, it's not that big of a deal because your next puzzle isn't until the next page. And so now here I find puzzle 2, and I'm able to do that here. I will say one of the things that I wish that they would do, because I don't see this here, they do have page numbers, which is really nice. But it would be nice if they call it puzzle 1, puzzle 2, puzzle 3, puzzle 4, because if you want a buddy color per se in this book, it's nice to be able to quickly reference which puzzle it is that you're talking about. Also, I think have I seen it in some of the Belba family books? Maybe it wasn't Belba, but they used to have, some companies have like a table of contents, and they'll give a hint about what the picture is. So let's say it's a picture of a glass of like lemonade, like Kawaii style or something. The title of that particular puzzle on page 31 might be something like, a refreshing summer treat, or something like that, that they could do. And so that would be kind of a cute idea, I think, if they ended up doing that. It's not necessary, but definitely something to look forward to. So there are, as I mentioned in the front, there are 25 images in this book. What I'm going to do is I'm randomly going to choose one. I want to end up choosing something that is going to be random, not the first page in the book, because usually when you see a lot of pages on Instagram and things like that, they're all what am I trying to say? Usually when you see the pages on Instagram and stuff like that, they usually are coloring either the front of the book or the back of the book. Also, one of the things I didn't mention about the grid that's going to be a little bit hard to see is that they are kind of gridded off in 10 by 10 squares as well. So you can very easily skip down to count a little bit more easily for what you're going to color in. It does look like they also have a combination of portrait and landscape images. So whatever it is that you're interested in doing or coloring that day, that information is there. And then in the back of the book, as usual for Belba family, they have information with their social media. They have a catalog of their books as well if you're interested in checking out any of the other books that they have. And then that is it. So we're going to go ahead and switch over into time-lapse mode. I am going to color. I have no idea which page is which pattern. So we're going to hope that I get something unique, but it's quite possible that I'll get something that I already see featured on the book. So let's go ahead and transition to that. All right, so I am finished. I think this took me maybe about 30-45 minutes to do, and this is my completed page. Of course, it is this really, really cute little moon and a kitty cat, and I have to say I absolutely love it. Like, I absolutely love it. I was having a hard time guessing what this was at first. At first, I thought it was like the sun, and then I was like, no, it's a banana. And then I realized later on it's the moon, which is really cute. And then the cat, I kind of went back and forth between either it's a cat or it's a fox. But obviously, like, even just adding the black detail at the very end, like, really pulled this together. It gave the characters just a lot of character, and really, really fun look. So you can kind of see I crossed off as I colored in each space. I will say I made a couple of mistakes, but fortunately they were easily coverable. So because the color palette kind of started off from light to dark, I had colored in a space yellow where it shouldn't be, but the black covered it up. And then I colored in a space here orange when it should have been kind of that red orange color, and so but I ended up covering it up with the red orange color. I used my Shuttle Art permanent markers, which I absolutely love these. If you haven't used these before, all of the ones I have turned upside down are out of ink. I've had them for, I guess, maybe a little over a year now. And they've lasted me for a long time, but my orange definitely was running out. It was kind of hanging on by a thread. So I really love this. It's quick and fun. The characters are just like really, really adorable. I really love the kawaii look to the characters. It's definitely something really fun and exciting. So go give this book a check out. I will be dropping down in the description box below, of course, as always, my an Amazon affiliate link to this book if you are interested in going and purchasing one on your own. And yeah, so I hope you all really enjoyed this video and enjoyed my cute little characters. I can't stop looking at them because they're so cute. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Feel free to comment down below, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.